Yes, hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Oscar Outdoors. Join me in this one as I bivvy bag in local woodland on my own. Okay, so welcome back everyone. I'm out on my own tonight. Those of you that are regulars to the channel know that I normally go out with English woodsmen, but I was just unable to go this weekend due to, well, various different things anyway. But this solo camp that I'm doing now, I really need to do it at the minute. I've been cooped up at home for the last couple of weeks. A couple of my kids have been at school and their bubbles have closed, so I've had a bit of time off work and, you know, supported them and done a lot of homeschooling and whatnot. And, you know, hats off to all you parents that can do it, knowing that I'm stressed to the hilt and I needed a night on my own to just relax and chill out and just shut off from it, because it's really started to affect me, to be honest. But yeah, not being able to go out with them, not being able to, you know, go to the park, go for a walk, you know, nothing like that because of their bubble being shut. So it's been quite hard. So yeah, I've come out tonight and I'm going to bivvy bag camp. Those of you that are regulars to the channel know that I do prefer to hammock, but you know, for ease of obviously throwing it in a bag, I've just brought the bivvy bag and whatnot. So I'll talk you through all that as I'm going along. So I'm just going to get set up and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so I'm a little bit warm after my walk down, so I just hung my coat up on a tree just out of shot here. So bivvy bagging tonight. I'm being quite brave for this time of year, to be honest. Well, he says he is. And no, I'm being quite sensible, to be honest. So yeah, I've got my Snugpak bivvy with me. And then I've got the Stasha G2. See that? And then I've got just my jungle blanket. And the reason I've just brought my jungle blanket is because I've actually brought my sleep suit as well. So in there is my sleep suit, which is compressed it quite flat so it can be right at the bottom of my bag. But there's some SP6 pants, some snug feet and an adventure racing smock. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be set up with. Oh, that is. Thought I were a little bit further away from civilization than I am. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm going to be sleeping in. So I'm just going to set up now. I'm just going to have like a bit of a lean-to, sort of diamond formation tarp, and then bivvy bag just underneath it. Simple and get in. But yeah, right, let's get it sorted. Okay, so just a quick look at the setup now that I've finished. As I say, we're just in a bit of a lean-to. And we'll drop this side down just to give me a bit of shelter from the wind and rain on that side if we do get any. I've not really checked the forecast, to be honest, something I should really get into. But yeah, lean-to, the bivvy bag, the jungle blanket and the self-inflating midi mat all in there. My sleep suit just at the top. I'm just going to lay my bag over in a minute. And what else is in there? And then I've got a dry bag filled with all my sort of waterproof winter gear as a pillow. But yeah, that's about it. So I'm just going to finish setting up. I've also got that obviously here, I can pin that down should I need to. Just obviously a bobble, just through tie out point, just give me a bit more resistance and a bit more cover. And I can probably cinch down a little bit more as well from where I am. Probably get to about there, top of my head. And if that's pulled down as well, plenty of cover. But yeah, I'm all set up. I'm going to start to think about cooking now. Right, so every time I come out I end up sitting on the floor and getting a wet bum. So I brought with me a little chair, a little gift that Bushman Mick gave us. If you're not familiar with Bushman Mick, I'll put a photograph of him just up here somewhere. He's a gentleman that myself and English woodsmen have sort of got to know through camping, and he's been with us a couple of times. He came with us to Bamford Edge and he came with us a couple of weeks back now when I did the hammock camping. When was that? Months ago, never mind. ages ago anyway. Anyway, I'll leave this photograph just up here. So yeah, I'm just going to show you what I'm cooking now. So I've done a lot of prep work at home, going back to my roots and how I started this. So my Snugpak dry bag. Inside there I've just got like a couple of like airtight boxes or sandwich boxes or whatever. So I've got my evening meal and my breakfast because I'm in no rush in the morning whatsoever. So tonight, they're defrosting nicely. I brought with me like a portion of wedges to get fried up, a red onion, and then a couple of bits of nice and juicy steak, rump steak I think that is, and then another little addition in my breakfast box. That will make some mushrooms and tomatoes to go with what I'm having this evening. And then for the morning I've portioned off some more mushrooms and tomatoes and a little bit of bacon. So yeah, I've managed to get them all in these little airtight boxes, keeping them organised, keeping them sort of dry. A little bit of prep work still needing to be done, but the portions you get at supermarkets and stuff, they're not made for one another, they're made for families and things. So done a little bit of decanting at home. Certainly, like, I didn't need 6 tomatoes for example. I didn't need a full bag of wedges, but I had 2 steaks, so right. So yeah, that's what I'm cooking. So I'm just going to prepare a little fire and then we'll get going. Okay, so to cook tonight, I brought with me my trusty old pan, but because of the amount of gear I brought with me I couldn't fit it all in. So I detached the handle and then brought with me my little multi-tool, and I hopefully put the screw in the bottom. Yep, it has. So yeah, just my cheap multi-tool that I've picked up from the range, I think it was this one. Discovery, I think that is the range, isn't it? But yeah, it's got a nice little Phillips screwdriver on it. And that's all we need, so yeah. Phillips screwdriver. And I'm just going to reattach my handle to the pan. So yeah, I brought with me as well tonight my my cook set, and also, you know, this stove that English Woodsman modified for me, lixada I think it is. I brought with me that as well because I didn't really want a fire tonight, so I brought a bag of kindling just to cook with. So just carrying more and more in. It's lightweight camping, you carrying your own body weight in gear. It's not so bad if you're a 8 stone bloke, but when you're 14, 15 stone, it's quite a lot to carry, isn't it? So yeah, reattached now. So yeah, that's a bit of space saving in my bag. So yeah, I'm going to get this fire going and I'll bring you back. Yeah, just while fire's going, just going to prepare this. This is where I'm going to hopefully do my wedges. Oil. It's not the oil that's lit on the label, it is just sunflower oil. Straight away. Yeah, let's get the wedges to there. Right, we'll go see the mistake. Greedy bugger. But yeah, standard seasoning. Bit of salt. Bit of pepper. And some chili flakes. Just going to hand press these in, I'm not going to mess about tonight. Same on this side. Luckily I brought with me a little notepad so I can remind myself to top these up. Right, now they're seasoned, I'll get them on. So I abandoned gas in favour of the open flame. I'm just going to add my wedges in now. It just got to embers and then I just thought I'll just stock it up a bit just to get this going again. And I'm starting to regret it. I'll just get this off. Yeah, so they're coming along nicely now. Normally I don't have a problem with cooking wedges and stuff outside, but I forgot my windshield and hence the reason why the gas wasn't working as well as it should be. So obviously I've just opted to get them on this. So I'm going to cook these till about 3/4 of the way through, throw a steak on and then finish these off in with the steak. So yeah, it's just about getting time where these are done. You see them mushrooms in the bottom. About 3/4 of the way done, so I'm just going to swap over now that we're on embers and get them steaks cooked up. Coming along nicely. Look at this little bit. Look at that. So I just stocked it up because watching this cook has made me really hungry. So I'm just giving it a bit of a flash fry at the minute. And then I'm going to add them wedges in can all cook in the juices of the meat and everything, so the mushrooms. Oh, look at that. Right, let's let it rest again. So I've just moved around because the smoke's starting to get me on this side a little bit. Let's have a look at that. I reckon I could eat that a little bit now. What do you reckon? You want to try a bit? Get these wedges and oil in now. Hopefully it doesn't sizzle too much. I'm just going to put them all to one side. That wasn't so bad, was it? So hopefully this is me nearly done. You know what, I'm going to add that a little bit. So while that's cooking, I'm just going to start to clean up just ever so slightly around camp. I can't remember who it was that told me about this, but baby wipes while you're camping. Right. Perfect. Look at that. And then got my little bag of rubbish. You take everything with you. Right. So we could put these away now. Right, so I am happy with how this has turned out. Look at that mushroom. Look at that. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this, so I'm just going to take it off. To one side a second. Take this grill back out and stoke this fire up to watch whilst I'm enjoying my tea. Just let that get going naturally. That should do me. So yeah, now it is time for me to tuck into that. What do you reckon of that, people? Live like tramps, eat like kings. So I'll cut the first little bit off for you, and then that'll leave me in peace. Now I forgot my fork, like a sausage or a bit of steak. What do you reckon? Look at that. Right, bugger off now, leave me in peace. I'm gonna eat this. Well, I've demolished my meat. Still got a couple of wedges and a bit of onions and mushrooms left, but I think that's me done, safe to say. It's taken me a while to eat it, my fire's gone back out again. If you watched all this so far, thanks very much for watching so far. If you're not at this point, please subscribe to the channel. Just follow the easy instructions here. But yeah, almost time for me to get settled down for bed. So I'm just going to wait for this fire to go out so I can put the stove away properly, tidy up again, and then get ready for bed. So no exciting is going to happen, so I won't bring you back until I'm getting ready to get into bed. Right, so I've just settled in to the bivvy for the night. Put my sleep suit on, as you can see. It's dropped really cold now. I think the temperature says about 3 or 4 degrees. Can't look for a while, but I'll have a look just after I finish this bit and overlay it now. Yeah, I've pulled me, it looks like under, just to give me a little bit more room above my head. It sort of pulls it out a little bit and gives me something to cuddle as well. Wind picked up a little bit earlier, but it seems to be alright now. Yeah, I'm going to try and get some sleep, so I'll see you in a bit. Good morning. I thought I'd press record when I got out of my bivvy bag, or when I was getting out of my bivvy bag, tell you what the night had been like. But I didn't. I took a picture of myself going like this. So yeah, what I'll do is I won't lie to you, I'm not going to refilm it again. It's a pain in the bum trying to get into a bivvy bag, especially when it's been raining all night. The gear held up well though, as you can see I'm quite dry, but I look like hell. What is that, a grey? Oh man. But yeah, the gear held up well. I'll just show you that now, I'll spin camera around. Oh yeah, I've obviously wriggled out and dragged the bivvy bag up a little bit because I was a lot further down than that, but as I was getting out I've dragged it down. But you can see that I've had a lot of leaf fall and quite a lot of rain. It's soddened and I've got to sort all that out. But yeah, I've held up pretty well. You can see my rucksack's dry as a bone as well. Right, just 2 seconds. I'm not gonna bother making my breakfast now because I'm too tired. Trying to get a fire going in it rain's not going to be the easiest of things to do either, so. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about the video. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.